How you doing?
Fernando Cervantes wears a bright orange uniform, walks with shackles on his ankles, and is about to be deported to Mexico after serving a 3-year prison term for possession of methamphetamines. But he is not your typical inmate at El Centro's federal detention facility, where hundreds await deportation on a regular basis. Cervantes is a Vietnam-era Army veteran and legal permanent resident who has committed a deportable offense and now faces the prospect of a new life in a country he hasn't visited since 1970. He said he never applied for citizenship because he thought he already was one.
The first time the officers came to talk to me, I said, that can't be right. I said, I'm an American veteran. And for what I understand, I'm an American citizen. And he said, no, you're not.
Immigration lawyer Heather Boxett, who represents 2 war veterans in deportation proceedings, says she is working with legislators to amend immigration laws to give non-citizen service members the status of U.S. nationals.
And these are people that have, like I said, taken an oath of allegiance to our Constitution, to defend our country, to defend our American citizens, and for one reason or another they didn't become citizens, and I think that that's a travesty and a tragedy that needs to be corrected.
Cervantes could become the latest of many veterans to be deported since Congress tightened immigration laws in 1996. After serving their prison terms, they end up in federal detention centers where they wait while their cases wind through the system. Desperate to get out, many sign voluntary deportation papers and are then taken to their countries of origin. Army veteran Hector Lopez, who now lives in Rosarito, Mexico, said he was left at the border in the middle of the night wearing only shorts and a t-shirt. Now he is trying to get a pardon so he can return to the States.
Lawyers who work with these foreign-born veterans aren't sure how many are sitting in detention facilities like this one in El Centro facing deportation. Estimates range as high as 3,000.
Local immigration and customs enforcement officials say they have limited discretion when reviewing their cases. They have yet to pardon a war veteran who is a criminal.
Their service is certainly, we admire it, and it is very much appreciated. But again, we're not targeting their military service, we're targeting their criminal activities. And our job is to enforce U.S. immigration laws.
San Diego Congressman Bob Filner has introduced a private bill that would allow Cervantes to stay in this country, but the chances of it passing are remote. That is why his supporters want the immigration law changed. For now, all he can do is wait and hope.
No matter where we go on this planet, no matter where we end up, we will always be United States veterans.
For Sign On San Diego, this is Steve Lieber.